graduation ceremony. At this time, we would like to welcome all general officers, senior officers, and distinguished guests. Today's ceremony honors cadets from colleges and universities across the nation and celebrates the successful completion of basic camp. The graduating unit for the 1st Regiment of Basic Camp, the General Colin Powell Regiment. The commander of troops for today's ceremony is Cadet Gregory Horton from Alabama A&M University. The color guard is comprised of cadets selected from the regiment. They are led by Staff Sergeant Edwin Stapleton from the 104th Army Training Division. Also participating in today's ceremony is the America's First Corps Band from Joint Base Lewis McChord, Washington, commanded by CW3 Robert M. Bruns. To your right, you'll see the salute battery, provided by the Steel Squadron 3rd Cavalry Regiment from Fort Hood, Texas, and led by First Lieutenant Nicole Walsh and Sergeant First Class Colt Southton. This ceremony marks the culmination of 31 days of rigorous and intensive training for these young men and women. For them, basic camp served as a test of their leadership abilities and potential to be an officer. They have emerged from this challenge confident in their ability to assume the tremendous responsibilities of being an Army officer. The cadets of the 1st Regiment are now formed in front of you. Each regiment has had the honor of having bestowed upon it a namesake. This namesake is in honor of a general officer whose values and accomplishments represent the best the Army has to offer. The 1st Regiment has had the distinct privilege of honoring General Colin L. Powell. Colin Luther Powell graduated from City College of New York in 1958 and was commissioned a 2nd lieutenant in the infantry branch. General Powell was a professional soldier for 35 years, during which time he held numerous command and staff positions and rose to the rank of 4-star general. His last assignment, from October 1, 1989 to September 30, 1993, was as the 12th chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the highest military position in the Department of Defense, and the first Joint Chiefs of Staff chair who received his commission through Army ROTC. During this time, he oversaw 28 crises, including Operation Desert Storm in the 1991 Persian Gulf. Following military service, General Powell served as the 65th Secretary of State from 2001 to 2005. General Powell is the recipient of numerous U.S. and foreign military awards and decorations, including the Distinguished Service Cross. General Powell's civilian award include 2 Presidential Medals of Freedom, the President's Citizens Medal, the Congressional Gold Medal, and the Secretary of State Distinguished Service Medal. In honor of their completion of basic camp, the cadets from the General Colin L. Powell Regiment will be receiving a 3-gun salute in the form of a cadet cannonade. In a moment, the commander of troops will bring the units to attention and present arms. The reviewing officer for today's ceremony is Lieutenant General Maria Gervais, Deputy Commanding General and Chief of Staff for the United States Army Training and Doctrine Command. She is accompanied by the host and the Regimental Tactical Officer, Lieutenant Colonel Richard Koch. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the entrance of the official party and remain standing for the rendering of honors to the reviewing officer and the invocation offered by Chaplain Candidate 2nd Lieutenant Bradley DeRamus. We ask that military personnel in uniform maintain their hand salute until the completion of ruffles and flourishes.
trade, each according to our own faith traditions. Heavenly Father, we stand here today to celebrate the accomplishments of the 1st Regiment Basic Camp Cadets. They have learned about leadership, the Army values, unity through teamwork, and about themselves when completing the battle drills, the high ropes, and obstacle courses. Thank you for the cadre who have invested their time and experience into training each one of these cadets. May they be proud of all they have done. As these cadets graduate today, may the cadets take all the skills, values, and personal learning experiences to heart. May they be disciplined, spiritually and mentally tough in their academics. Lastly, Almighty God, may they be leaders that provide motivation, purpose, and direction to improve our Army and accomplish any mission given to them. Provide them with safe travels back home, and bless them in everything they put their heart, minds, and spirit to. I pray all these things in your most precious and holy name. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
Sir, your regiment is formed. Hold the color.
The colors are now being brought forward by the Commander of Troops. The flags present for today's ceremony are the national colors, the Army Field Flag, and the Cadet Command colors.
Sir, the colors are present. Present the command.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of our national anthem and remain standing during the firing of the cadet cannonade. We ask that military personnel in uniform maintain their hand salute until the completion of the cadet cannonade. The United States Army ROTC Cadet Cannonade salutes the three pillars of our service to the nation: duty, obedience, and disciplined performance despite difficulty or danger. Duty requires self-responsibility and selfless devotion. Honor, encompassing integrity and dedication. Honor is the thread which holds together the fabric of our Army. Country, for which men and women have given their lives. Our country shines as a light of freedom and dignity to the world. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. The Cadet Creed, I'm sorry. The Cadet Creed was adopted to instill in Army cadets the values that are critical for successful performance. Cadet Calangelo Paulson from the University of Houston will now recite the Cadet Creed.
The Cadet Creed! I'm an Army cadet. Soon, I will take an oath to become an Army officer, committed to defending the values which makes this nation great. Honor is my touchstone. I understand mission first and people always. I am the past, the spirit of those warriors who made the final sacrifice. I am the present, the scholar and apprentice soldier, enhancing my skills in the science of warfare and the art of leadership. But above all, I am the future warrior leader of the United States Army. May God give me the compassion and judgment to lead, and the gallantry in battle to win. I will do my duty. Leadership excellence, sir.
The greater community of Fort Knox and our national and local service organizations are here to show their support to our future Army leaders. These cadets have demonstrated superior character and service throughout training and will be recognized for their efforts. We kindly ask family and friends to remain seated during the awards presentation. The awardees will be brought forward immediately following the ceremony for pictures. The AUSA Warrior Ethos Award is presented by Major General Retired Bill Barron. The award is given to the cadet achieving the highest marksmanship scores. The award is presented to Cadet William Montavon from the University of Alabama. The Military Order of the World Wars Award is presented by Brigadier General Retired Charles Estes. The award is presented to the cadet who best demonstrates the ability to evaluate, analyze, apply, and understand experiences and capabilities to solve tactical problem sets. This award is presented to Cadet Scott Bunchel from Auburn University. The Military Officers Association of America Award is presented by Brigadier General Retired Charles Estes. The award is given to the cadet that has demonstrated superior dedication to duty and established a positive command presence by accepting accountability for self and assigned unit through employment of team members while applying the fundamentals of leadership. This award is presented to Cadet Jesus Rodriguez Ayala from the University of Puerto Rico, Rio Piedras. The Reserve Organization of America Award is presented by Colonel Retired Keith Donahoe. This award is given to the cadet that embodies the characteristics of a comprehensive soldier by demonstrating resilience, the lifelong pursuit of enhanced performance to cope with adversity and stressful situations and thrive in life. This award is presented to Cadet Zachary Hines from Austin Peay State University. The American Legion Commanders Award is presented by Mr. Brian Knock. This award is given to the cadet who best demonstrates the characteristics essential in the disciplined practices of our duty and reflected in our time-honored customs, courtesies, and traditions. This award is presented to Cadet Malca Trujillo from the University of Alabama. The Society of American Military Engineers Award is presented by Ms. Marilyn Lewis. The award is given to the cadet who is enrolled in an engineering major and possesses the observability and improved problem-solving skills. This award is presented to Cadet Gabriela Lozada Lopez from Turabo University. The First Command Financial Service Award is presented by Colonel David Strauss, accompanied by the Senior Military Science Instructor, Master Sergeant Young from the University of Pittsburgh, to the cadet who best demonstrates the leadership traits necessary to encourage teamwork, improve unit cohesion, and reinforce mission accomplishment. This award is presented to Cadet Grace Hofer from the University of Pittsburgh. The Armed Forces Bank Award is presented by Mr. Ron Moore to the cadet that best demonstrates respect for other cultures and people by effectively utilizing the training scenarios to demonstrate a mastery of cross-cultural competencies as they relate to a complex environment. This award is presented to Cadet Nicholas Darrow from the University of Central Florida. The Bold Leader Spirit Award is presented by Command Sergeant Major Retired Charlie Freely to the cadet who best demonstrates appropriate motivational techniques, inspirational leadership, and the spirit of a leader. This award is presented to Cadet Mariana Aho from Gustavus Adolphus College. The USAA Warrior Spirit Award is presented by Command Sergeant Major Retired Joe Zettelmoyer. It is presented to the cadet that best demonstrates the personal actions necessary to represent the Army profession, ethics, and officership while best exemplifying the warrior spirit. This award is presented to Cadet Amandre Street from Washburn University of Topeka. The Armed Forces Service Corporation Award is presented by Mr. Scott Giese and accompanied by Master Sergeant Jeremy Sims to the top male and female cadet who achieved the highest score in Army physical fitness. This award is presented to Cadet Thomas Bitzer from Lipscomb University and Cadet Jasmine Cooper from the University of Wyoming. The National Guard Association Award is presented by Captain Kevin Tufts and accompanied by Lieutenant Colonel Bradley, the PMS of the University of Missouri, Columbia. The award is presented to the top Army National Guard cadet in each regiment as determined by a regimental cadre board. This award is presented to Cadet Gage Farneyberger from the University of Missouri, Columbia. The Recondo Award is presented to the cadet who has displayed individual superior performance and was a first-time go in the heavy physical band of the Army Occupational Physical Assessment Test, was a first-time go on written land navigation, achieving a score of 90% or higher, finding 5 out of 6 points on the land navigation course, was a first-time goal on first aid in chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear defense events, completed the 6-mile foot march in 90 minutes or less, and qualified sharpshooter or better in basic rifle marksmanship. The following cadets from the 1st Basic Camp Regiment are awarded the Recondo Badge and have been annotated in your program with an asterisk by their name. At the completion of the ceremony, today's awardees will return to the field for individual congratulations and photo opportunities. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving our awardees a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, the guest speaker for today's ceremony, Lieutenant General Maria Gervais, Deputy Commanding General and the Chief of Staff for the United States Army Training and Doctrine Command.
Hey, well, so good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? Oh, no way. Oh, come on. Look, it is a Monday morning. We got beautiful weather. And look what is out on the field in front of you. And look what they've accomplished in about a little more than 4 weeks. So it is a great morning. So how's everybody doing this morning? Okay. Hey, so first of all, it is so good to be back here at Fort Knox, and also here at Cadet Command. And this is the very place where I started my Army career also. I attended basic training camp right here at Fort Knox a little more than 33 years ago. So cadets, I know exactly what you're thinking out there. I know what you've been through, and I know how proud you are. And I want you to know how proud we are of you. And if you think about it, there's no better way to start a week. It is, great weather, it is your graduation day, and it's your last day here at Fort Knox. Before I really begin, what I'd like to do is personally thank Major John Evans and the 1st Regiment Basic Camp for providing me the opportunity to speak today. I'd also like to thank the 1st Armored Division Band and also the Cadet Command Cannonade. Now, for those of you who have never been to a military installation, and even those of you that have witnessed a military ceremony before, you're in for a treat today. The Army is a proud and noble profession, and we have a long and proud history, and we're steeped in tradition. And our Army bands always make each and every ceremony spectacular. So 1st Armored Division Band, thank you for a job well done and making this graduation memorable for all. Now, to the families, first of all, it is so great to see everybody back out. Over the past year, as we've been challenged with COVID and had to remain separated, it is now good to see everybody coming back together and for you to be able to be here today. And I know that, families and friends, you've traveled very long distances to share in this important milestone. I want to first thank you for trusting us with your loved one. There is no greater responsibility than to be entrusted with the care of your loved one. And we do not take this responsibility lightly. Now, I know some of you have traveled great distances to be here today, and I want you to know that you honor us with your presence here. Although I know your loved one probably hasn't told you, or maybe they have, or maybe they just haven't said it enough, but I will tell you that your presence here today means the world to them. So thank you for your unwavering support and also for being here to support your cadet. Now, what I'm about to say, I'm going to acknowledge that I have absolutely no empirical data to support. But I'm going to guarantee you that as you look at your cadet, they stand just a little bit taller. Their backs are just a little bit straighter, and their chins are held just a little bit higher. I will tell you that's all from the confidence, the professionalism, and the pride that they feel and they've experienced from participating and graduating from this basic training. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I know how proud you are of these young men and women standing before you. I know the tremendous feeling of pride you have, but I also appreciate the apprehension you are feeling as you wonder what lies ahead for your loved one. I know you're proud to see them take this step in life and what they have accomplished. We are proud of them as well because these young men and women represent the best of our nation. Now, these cadets are deciding whether to serve the people of the United States and defend the Constitution, and that speaks volumes about the strength of their character. A strength of character I know was instilled in them by you. They made it to this point in their lives because of the values you instilled in them. Values like loyalty, integrity, and duty. We owe you a sincere thanks and a debt of gratitude. First, for supporting your loved one in their academic endeavor, and also for their potential decision to serve and be part of the best trained, the best equipped, and the best fighting force in the world. So thank you very much for being here today. Now, cadets, I applaud the choice you made. You could have made another choice, like sleeping in this summer, like hanging out with your friends and playing video games, or going to the beach. But you chose a different decision, and you chose to strengthen your mind, your body, and your soul. And also, you have challenged yourself to see if you have what it takes to be part of the best profession in this world, the profession of arms. Now, since the 25th of June, you have lived by the Army values. You have overcome your fears by conquering all of the obstacles at the Forest Hills Confidence Course. Which of you is most excited to recite the 5-point safety check? I bet if I asked you to do it right now, you all could do it. You have honed your day and night land navigation skills, your basic rifle marksmanship skills, and also squad tactics. And I am told that you did it with the highest of motivation. And you can now march in formation, sing cadence, and conduct tactical maneuvers following planning and rehearsals as a team. And I'm also going to tell you, I'm absolutely impressed to watch you march onto this field and go through those commands with such perfection. Absolutely amazing. You found out that you had more left than you ever thought you had. You had to find out that you had to reach deep inside and pull out every bit of grit that you had and strength as you completed that 6-mile road march. You have achieved so much in such a short period of time, and through the process, you have gained confidence in yourself, in others, and also in your team. You have learned self-discipline and what it takes to be the best that you can, both in character and physical and mental strength, and above all, you are deciding to subscribe yourself to a higher calling to serve this great nation of ours. Now, cadets, as you leave here today and head back to your campuses, I would like to offer you the following advice that my father gave me when I joined the Army. Now, my father had 26 years of service. He served in both Korea and Vietnam. He had an unwavering passion for his family, his Army, and serving his country. And he always had great advice for me, especially on the key to being a success, not just in the Army, but also just in life. Now, he said it's quite simple. 85% of it is just being professional. 15% is just knowing when to keep your mouth shut. And I'll explain a little bit more on that. Now, on the professional part, he said, you must look, act, and be a soldier. Take pride in wearing the uniform and always understand that it is a privilege and an honor, not a right, to be a soldier in the United States Army and to serve your country. Work every day to improve yourself and also to earn the respect from those around you. You need to understand that the American people will love and respect you just because you are wearing the uniform. You need to understand that it wasn't always that way, especially for us veterans who served before you. Don't ever take this respect for granted, and more importantly, don't ever lose it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you are a veteran, I'm going to ask that you stand to be recognized. You see, cadets, it is upon their shoulders that you stand, and it is their legacy that you are charged with upholding. Now, let me get to that 15%. That's the hard part, and quite frankly, that's where it usually gets messed up. He said, always understand that there is something to be learned from everyone. Listen to your NCOs, observe your leaders, and when you speak up, make sure it is for the right reasons, and never, never about yourself. Through the completion of cadet basic training, we know you have what it takes to lead American soldiers. You have been trained, you have been tested, and you have persevered. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd ask that you join me in a round of applause for these graduates. So now I'd be remiss if I didn't take time to recognize those that made this incredible transformation that you witnessed in your loved one happen. The cadre of the 1st Regiment Basic Camp, and more specifically the drill sergeants, and the 41 cadets who volunteered to coach, teach, and mentor their fellow cadets. The cadre are the unsung heroes who work behind the scenes, wanting not for recognition or fanfare, but only to see the fruits of their labor out there on the field before you. These are the true professionals who have committed, dedicated, and sacrificed in order to transform your loved one into a soldier. They are non-commissioned officers and officers who have a wealth of experience and patience. They are expert trainers and leaders. Throughout the last 4 weeks, they have invested countless hours training, teaching, inspiring your loved one to achieve success. They did this by leading by example, living the Army values, and demonstrating to your soldier, your cadet, what leadership is all about. I'd also like to thank our veterans, our sponsors, for your unwavering support in recognizing the performance of these cadets. You were here long before I was the DCG in 2013, and it's good to see that you're still supporting us, and we can't thank you enough for everything that you've done. And I'd also like to thank the Fort Knox community. Your support to Fort Knox is unmatched, and we can't do it without you, so thank you very much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a round of applause for the cadre of the 1st Regiment, and also those that support Fort Knox mission so that we can execute summer training like we do. Now, cadets on the field, I wish you the best of luck as you return back to your campuses. Stay true to our Army values, and you can't go wrong. Apply what you learned here, and know that you have completed the very best leadership program in the world. Job well done. We're very proud of you. To those of you who've traveled here today to support your cadet, once again, thank you for coming, and I wish you Godspeed and safe travels on your journey home. May God bless you. May God bless those that are still deployed in harm's way, and may God always bless this great nation of ours. Thank you.
At this time, the Cadet Regiment will perform the ceremonial pass and review. Please remember to stand and render honors to the nation as the colors pass. Now passing the reviewing stand is the America's First Corps Band from Joint Base Lewis McChord, Washington, commanded by CW3 Robert E. Bruns, led by Drum Major Sergeant First Class Kenneth Edra. Now passing the reviewing stand is the Commander of Troops for today's graduation, Cadet Gregory Horton from Alabama A&M University. Now passing the reviewing stand is Alpha Company, led by Cadet Tyler Valenti from Georgetown University. Now passing the reviewing stand is Bravo Company, led by Cadet Charles Kramer from the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse. Now passing the reviewing stand is the Color Guard, led by Staff Sergeant Edwin Stapleton from the 104th Army Training Division. Now passing the reviewing stand is Charlie Company, led by Cadet Christopher Holland from California State Polytechnic University, Pomona. Now passing the reviewing stand is Delta Company, led by Cadet Courtney Lucas from the University of Colorado Boulder. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the Army song. The words can be found in your program.
Sir, this concludes the ceremony. Leadership excellence.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the 1st Regiment Basic Camp Training 2021 graduation ceremony. As a reminder, this ceremony can be viewed at futurearmyofficers.army.mil or youtube.com. Family and friends, please allow a few moments for your cadets to prepare for departure before joining them to the tents to the right side of the field. Each cadet has different instructions depending on their next mission. If you have any questions after speaking with your cadet, feel free to ask the cadre members for clarification. For your enjoyment while you wait, we have a COVID-friendly small reception set up to the rear of the reviewing stand. Thank you for attending. Leadership Excellence.